Are you ready?
I'm ready for
Are you ready to learn Skrull?
I'm ready to learn Skrull. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're not. Oh, this is gonna be good times.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to one of the many beginner guides for Ultimate Marvel here. And I am joined by no other than Stone Cold Steve Austin, aka Dan. Here, today we're actually gonna learn Super Skrull. And you're gonna teach us Super Skrull.
I'm gonna teach you Super
the most
Skrull.
Random character in the Marvel series.
Ooh, I wouldn't say that.
One of the most random, alright? Because one of the main quotes people say about Skrull is that it takes a certain type of person to play Skrull.
It does.
You know,
that's the game plan.
You need to have a certain type of random in you. So, right now, for this beginner guide, our main goal is going to be to really cover the basics, right? We're not going to get into too much advanced stuff. You know, Dan's been playing Skrull, like, probably ever since Vanilla, ever since I remember.
Since Vanilla, I mean the Skrull.
You have been the Skrull of our community here in Vancouver. So, I want to just go through some basic guides and to really kind of show a beginner player how to get into Skrull.
Yeah.
And that's basically the whole point of this video. So we're gonna aim for about like a 10-minute mark, and Dan's gonna be picking out Skrull. So the very first thing, Dan, while we're in the character select screen, what kind of team do you want Skrull to revolve around? Do you put him as a point? Do you put him as an anchor? You know, what kind of assists, like if he's on point, what kind of assists do you rock with Skrull? Like,
Skrull is a character that can be anywhere. He can be in point, because he's such a good reset game.
Yeah.
Where he can reset people, build more meter, and do what he wants.
Okay.
He's also really good at anchor though, because he is so random and he's so fast at X Factor. You can mix up, confuse people like no other. So generally, if you're playing Skrull on point, you're gonna usually want to cover assist or lockdown assist.
Okay.
I personally like Doom and hidden missiles because you can do lots of nasty tricks with the missiles.
Yeah.
So missiles is really good. I don't play Skrull on point anymore. I play him on anchor.
Yeah.
But you usually want to lock down or beam assist for him just to keep him, because he doesn't have much to get into himself. You gotta kind of lock the people down. So anyone with a projectile, arrows, beams, shit, that's great.
Okay.
As for Skrull, for assist for him to use, he's got a weird selection of assists. His first one, Stone Smite, is a wall bounce. It's kind of slow. It OTGs as well, so it picks people off the ground.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's a little slow. It has uses for certain people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to use, but it actually isn't. It's pretty good if you know how to use it. Orbital Gurge is a weird one. I don't really like it. He does a spinning, flaming. It's a big hitbox.
Yeah.
It has some armor on it, so I guess it's one of those assists you kind of use as a push people away from you, kind of like Kumatatsu.
Oh, okay, sweet.
But other than that, it's not really good for combos because a lot of hit stun, people tech out really quick. And the last one, which I actually use, but it's only really useful for
the tenderizer.
Probably the one you think most useless, but it's good for characters because it's like Amy's Cold Star. When you hit somebody, it keeps them there for a long time.
Nice,
so you have a lot of time to do stuff. So I pick Tenderizer.
So you know how Viper can kind of do her unblockable focus move. Can you do the same thing with Super Skrull Tenderizer?
Yeah, because it does the same thing Cold Star. He just punches there.
Gary, our Viper player is saying you can't.
You can't do.
It's too high. It's too high? Okay.
You can do the Firebrand unblockable with it though.
Okay.
He does Firebrand, he does a punch and you use a little swoop. If you charge a swoop, it's unblockable.
But it keeps him down long enough. Alright, so pick me Skrull on my team too, because I actually have zero Skrull experience, and Dan is like one of the few people I know who like mains this character, and like he's probably like the heart of your team. He's the character that you love the most.
Yeah, he is.
Personally, like your personal favorite. So.
Except I got rid of my favorite quote. Sad. She doesn't say she loves me anymore.
He says something he's to say?
He says she loves me, and he doesn't do it no more. Makes me sad.
Let's go. I mean, this is your team. Oh god, I can call the wrong.
This is my team. So, Skrull is kind of weird. A lot of his moves aren't standard. His standing jab is actually a low.
Wow, that's really good.
Ignore that. It's kind of weird. It's good because you can. He slides with it. So if I dash and hit jab, it goes really far.
And it goes low.
It goes really low. So it's actually really good. The one thing you're low about Skrull is you can't mash.
Yeah,
3 of any button gives you Tenderizer.
It's kind of like a Wolverine, right?
Or Chun-Li.
Yeah.
3 of anything gives you Tenderizer. You gotta be careful when you're hitting buttons.
That's the fraud exposer.
This is really good.
That's really sick.
But his crouching medium is not low, and neither is his crouching light is not low either.
Okay, awesome.
But this is what you call it. The only other properties of his that are a little different is that his standing hard causes a ground bounce, which can actually do a combo off of.
That's just a standing hard?
That's a standing.
Is that an overhead?
No, it's not an overhead. He doesn't have any standing overheads, but it causes a ground bounce. You can use some mix-ups with that. We'll show you later.
Yeah.
Out of his normals, this is Orbital Grudge. This is the one that has armor on it, 2 hits of armor.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty quick. You can do that, and it has an ending where you do down-back punch, a hard punch, and it causes a hard knockdown, wall bounce.
That's only the hard version that does that.
No, you can use it off anything. It's a finisher. So like you can do light, medium, or hard. Obviously they're slower each strike you go, but then you finish it off down back hard.
Oh, you finish it with a down back.
And then you can actually do a combo off of that. Like you can go. The move you'll be using a lot with Skrull is his down hard.
Down. This is an aerial move, right?
It's an aerial move because it causes an OTG. So you can do your standard combo, light, medium, hard, medium, hard.
Yeah.
And you can actually, that's what you're going to use for your standard combos.
Yeah. Wow. And then dash in.
And then you need to dash in.
Relaunch.
That's the hardest part of learning this, is just doing this and learning the dash time. Because it's a little awkward. You can't dash right away. You dash too slow, you whiff it.
Yeah.
So learning the timing on that's a little, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So those are probably out of the normals, his you use the most. He's also a funny character because he has the most normal moves in the game. Jumping hard, you hold, or sorry, jumping S, you hold S. It's a flaming punch.
That looks like a special move.
It's just,
honestly.
And that causes a ground bounce as well on opponents.
Wow, that's awesome. So are these like what are the aerial moves you're going to be seeing using the most? Obviously the dash hard you've already said, or down hard.
This is not bad because it does cross up. It's a little unsafe. I don't suggest using it all the time. This move, the jumping S, stupidly positive. If you block it. Like you're blocking all day. I can do what I want.
And then you can dash in and do your mix after that.
Yeah, if you block, I can dash in and do that.
Oh wow, that's
so if he does hit, you have a lot of time. You do hit, you have all day to do something. Right? You don't have to panic.
Does he have any instant overheads or anything that he can do on bigger opponents?
On Sentinel, that's it. Like only really big characters. Other than that, he doesn't really have anything.
Okay.
I guess back to specials. His big thing with Skrull is his command grab. His light one grabs just in front of him, a small area in front of him. His medium one is about 3/4 screen, and his hard one grabs up.
Oh, okay.
And this is the big part of his mix-up game.
Yeah, I get it.
You can do so much stuff with this, right? And of course, off this, you do a full combo. Again with your down hard move.
Wow.
And you gotta learn to time with that. I dash straight forward and then just down hard.
Wow.
Rather than, that's the easiest way to do it. So just dash down hard. That's the best way to do it. You can do your full combos off this shenanigans.
Your magic series.
Yeah. This is another move with Skrull. You just hold down hard.
Oh, wow, this is a wall bounce, huh?
This is a wall bounce.
He's got some crazy moves. Like, these all look like special moves, but literally just holding down one button.
Now we're going to do rolling hook. Hit right 3 times, then hard.
Jeez.
3 times.
Oh, 3
times.
Am I doing it?
That's rolling hook.
Jeez.
You know what?
Is this a new move in
Ultimate? No. All these moves are still in the old one. It's a really good move. It causes a hard knockdown, so you can do a lot of stuff with it.
Is it safe?
Yes, 100% safe. You have all day to do stuff, but it's a little hard to use. It's good for getting in on opponents that are kind of keeping away in the corner, because if they block it, who cares? You're still going after them. You're still positive.
Wow.
The only other move he has, which you'll never use, is this.
That's just for style.
That's style. That's taunting your opponent. It barely does any damage, but it just I know. You know what? You can't even X factor it either.
Really?
Look, it's a grab.
Oh, okay.
It's a ground grab. It's the only one in the game like it. So you'll probably never use it.
A style move. Okay, so that basically covers most of the specials.
Most of the specials, normals.
Let's talk about bread and butter combos, because we're catering these towards like beginners, right? So what would for a beginner, how would you tell them to like approach someone with Skrull? And from your approach, how would you really execute off that? Like, well, let's talk bread and butter. And what would you usually start a bread and butter with?
If you have a chance, dash low is really good still. I mean, it's this series is safe.
Call in Doom missiles and then do it.
Like if you do like Doom missiles,
like let's say I'm blocking it, right? Oh god, I just walked out of it. But yeah, you
hit me there. Right? The last missile hit you there, right? And then you do your standard combo. Oops, that was a little actually funky. Actually one move we didn't cover, Meteor Smash, which the random move which everyone hates. It's a Dragon Punch motion, and your light, medium, hard guides where you go. So light's on the left, medium's in the middle, and hard is on the right hand side.
This is good for its mix-up game. Right?
It's good for its mix-up game, and it's pretty much just combo at finishers.
Wow.
So most of the time, you're going to finish your combo, you're going to do your extension, you're going to launch somebody again, and you're going to finish off Meteor Smash, and you cancel into his hyper.
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, Stone Cold Steve Austin is teaching us Super Skrull. Never thought you'd have this on my channel. Alright, let's talk about let's talk about the inputs for the bread and butter. Let's say because every character sometimes, instead of going medium, heavy S, you go like medium, heavy S. Or is there anything different you have to do with Skrull?
Skrull's pretty standard. You're going to do your light, medium, hard, and in the air you're going to do medium, hard S again. When you're going up though, you have to do it pretty much as fast as you can.
Oh wait, but you don't want to use the standing hard because you don't want to use
standing. You want to use standing light, into crouching medium hard.
Oh, okay. And then okay.
Because you use your standing hard, you use your ground bounce.
Yeah, you don't want to use your ground bounce, exactly.
So when you're doing it, when you're going up, just medium hard as pretty quick. If you're doing a standard bread and butter, because Skrull, if you do it too slow, they fall out.
Yeah.
Just kind of that way he is. So as you're going up, you need medium hard pretty quick.
There you go. I do too slow there?
No, that's right. That's good.
Okay.
And then when you're gonna land, you're gonna dash forward.
Yeah.
And then just basically jump up and as quick as you can, hit down hard when you're right by the opponent.
That's very simple. And then after down hard, you just S again.
You have to dash S, and that's the hard part.
Okay.
Hitting this is actually kind of hard.
Okay.
I personally 2-button dash. I'll use the I don't joystick dash.
Oh, yeah,
I 2-button dash. And if you're gonna learn how to play it, you're gonna have to learn to 2-button dash.
Show it to us right now. Let's go mid screen. Just
so like
jump over you here.
Go for the right because it corner carries.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna do standard combo. So I dash down hard, and then dash again, and S.
Wow.
Finish with meter smash into hyper.
That's super sweet.
I mean the damage on it's like 737.
That's still pretty good, dude. For like.
And it puts you in a reset option. You can
How much meter does that build?
That builds a meter. It's just a little hair over a meter. So you're positive on that.
Wow.
Most of the time with Skrull though, you're not going to be always hitting with your standard combo. A lot of the time you'll be hitting with something like this.
Yeah, you then usually use up your ground bounce, right?
Sometimes you use up your ground bounce, but that's where Skrull's unique. He's got this.
The wall bounce. For any guys who do not know, for beginners actually, because the reason why we're doing that is because every combo can only have one ground bounce and one wall bounce. Exactly. So if you end up using your ground bounce to get in, you want to use up your wall bounce. Instead,
yeah.
To continue the combo. That's basically what Dan is trying to do.
So like if I hit, this is a ground bounce.
Yeah.
Alright, I do my standard combo.
You want to go
if I hit him with the ground bounce again, they just tech out. They just use up my ground bounce.
Exactly.
So you have to, in order to do something else different, you have to use your wall bounce.
Okay.
You have to do that instead. The timing on it's a little tough. I mean, that's not, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, if you hit with Skrull, you can just do your standard stuff. If you just hit with the ground bounce, you can just even go into this, and it's good damage. And if you're beginning, I mean, some of the stuff's a little touchy with the charge moves, so.
It's good to know. Okay, now let's talk about mix-ups / resets using his throw. Okay. Like mid combo. Let's say your combo's not gonna really kill. It's not gonna be worth using a meter. What is the best approach to reset the situation?
Skrull has a lot of different options. One that sounds it's really easy to do.
Yeah.
One of the really basic ones.
Land.
Is really simple. It sounds stupid.
Yeah.
It catches people all the time. You can always reset.
That's just a normal throw.
That's just a normal throw.
Okay.
What you can do if you're gonna actually just tech back after this. Actually, don't need quick, I guess.
There you go. Holy shit.
Then that gives you a full combo.
Wow, and then you just go, okay, so that is sick. Was that corner only, or is that like...
That's corner only. There's a couple. I'm trying to show you one that isn't corner only. Or that it puts you in the corner a lot of the time, but it'll take you...
Was that an air throw that you did?
Yeah, that was an air throw.
Okay.
So
after, basically, you have to wait for the tech to fully recover, you go for it.
You go for it. I'm trying to show you an easier one to do. So annoying to do on this TV. There we go.
Wow. Holy
that
crap.
tech, where you land, it causes you to tech. Most people are going to hold back because they're assuming you're in a hyper.
Yeah.
So they tech backwards, and you can air grab them again.
Wow.
You can get out of it if you forward tech.
Yeah.
But like I said, 90% of the time, people are holding back because they're expecting to either get hit by a super or whatever, right? Not a lot of time that people hold forward. You can't get out of that when hitting forward.
Yeah. But that just shows you guys the possibilities that you guys can do with Skrull.
You got so many different resets, even like incoming stuff. Go in the corner. A lot of his resets. Well,
usually you will be in the corner because most of his combos corner carry.
They all pretty much all corner carry. So for the most part, you're gonna reset somebody, and if you block.
Wow.
That's what they call a fuzzy guard. So I'm punching up with his diagonal down, or what you call it, hard move.
Yeah.
Right. So that causes you to block and causes you to drop. Okay. Go back to the corner again. So that was Bear blocking back. If he comes in, I poke him and he jumps. I just gotta guess what he's gonna do. It's a 50-50 game. So he's gonna hold back up and want to do this time. Oh, that was bad of me.
Do you want me to double jump?
That's okay. No.
Oh, okay. So it is
It's 50-50.
It's 50-50.
If you block it.
That is.
I mean, and then again, if you come in, if you just come in just plain and not do anything, like my other Gary Pie here, you can just, you know what, this is silly, but that works a lot of the time. People just don't expect you to do anything. They expect to hit something.
Exactly. No, every time Dan plays, it's like he knows everyone's little teching patterns, and like every time with your Skrull, you know, you kind of realize this guy always back techs, this guy always front techs.
Yeah, that's something you gotta learn. You gotta watch people play. You gotta know which way people tech. Exactly. I mean, the best way to counterplay a Skrull is to learn to mix it up a bit.
Exactly.
Randomize your stuff.
That just kind of gives you guys an idea of like, you know, how you should do the mix.
Want to see something really sneaky?
Let's
hold back up. So what you can do with Skrull, let me stop it first. Sorry. I can poke, ground grab, X Factor, up grab.
Oh.
So I'm poking you, you block, you jump. So if you don't jump, I grab you. But if you do jump, I X Factor grab you.
Jeez.
So it's almost a perfect grab. Like there's almost nothing you can do about it really. That's one of the better situations.
Sneaky.
Another sneaky thing you can do with them. This sounds silly, but dash hard.
Oh.
I hit him behind him there. But it looks like I'm hitting you from the front.
Yeah.
Another sneaky thing. Its hitbox is kind of like a giant 360.
Oh wow!
It can hit so well, and you know.
Jeez, that is so crazy.
This is another mix-up too.
Okay.
Meter smash.
So if
I time it, it all depends which side I hit you.
It depends. Okay. Sometimes you don't even know what side it hits.
Oh, it just depends how quick I do it.
The dash.
If I take it a little longer, hit you on the backside there.
Wow, that is so nuts.
But if I do it really, see, that's gonna hit you on the backside there again too.
Jeez,
it all depends when you do it. So.
Well, all right, guys. This kind of gives you guys an idea of what you can do with Skrull. We went through very basic combos. You know, we kept it very simple, and we basically showed like the bread and butter of Skrull. It seems like, you know, resetting is a big part of this game.
It is.
The command throws and reading your opponent is huge for Skrull. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Dan, thank you so much for helping out.
No problem.
Because I've never I don't know a thing about Skrull, and I'm sure a lot of people want to know. So, want to know what you can do with this damn character. So
you can do this all day long. An X Factor level 3.
Oh god, this is an infinite?
No, that's a loop. Oh. But you're looking at a million plus. If it's 1.4.
Any character is dead. So
yeah, it's only X Factor level 3. I play him third. So
there you guys have it. We'll end it off there. Thanks again, Dan. And we'll see you guys with the next guide. Maybe Dan will show us another character. Ask for more Stone Cold Steve Austin videos.
This guy.
This guy.
We've got some sick combos.
Yeah, and then Dan can actually show you guys Virgil. So anyways, guys, we'll see you soon.